And we are back with Lisa Waterslane in the studio. She comes each week. This is her segment for the last how many years we've been doing this? Innumerable. A lot.
It just feels innumerable.
Yeah, just I'm old enough. I don't remember. I don't know. Anyway, she comes and just shares her garden thoughts, what she's seen in the gardens. You do lots of hiking, biking, walking around, just kind of taking the dogs out, looking at landscapes. And well, we share some of that. Plus, you're out there talking to gardeners like all of us. It's valuable to get another set of eyes out in the gardens. Plus, I don't have to fill the entire hour program with just me. And I like hanging out with you in little studios. It's perfect. Welcome back to the studio.
Very nice to be here, as usual.
How nice is it? Never mind.
I don't want to go there.
Okay, so what do you got for us?
You're already doing that, dude.
Oh yeah.
Well, the first thing I thought I would show everybody. So this is Canytuff. So we have a lot of this in, but it is such a great little perennial for our area.
Yeah.
It is a spring bloomer. So it's one of those first things to really show off their colors in the spring. Comes back every year, and I've got a cough.
Oh, hey, I'll cover for you while the allergies go crazy. So this is a really specialized plant. It really only does well here at this elevation right here. It's a native, evergreen. Animals don't eat it, so it gets up, I don't know, maybe a foot tall or so, kind of mounding. But it blooms for a crazy long time. It has a nasty smelling flower. Sorry.
It's the reason
that's
why
animals don't like it. So. But it's so specialized. We had to grow. We have maybe 100 of them. We've specially grown. You're only going to have them. You're only going to find them here. They're not out. You're not going to find them at home, whatever box thing. I won't say what I really think of them. So, but anyway, this is a great little perennial for every garden should have at least one because it does well in containers, raised beds, right out in the yard.
Takes the sun. Yeah, it's just a great little plant to have in your house, whether it's in pots or in beds. You definitely need some. Because I like how it just kind of announces spring. And the other thing about white out in the landscape, it shows up so nicely. You know, everybody thinks about, the reds and the pinks, but I tell you, you put white out there and it really pops.
You know, white with our Arizona, with our earth tones against the reds and the mochas and even against the granite kind of colors. It really pops. We generally have darker colors and it really stands out all by itself. Right. But it also brings out all the other colors.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So definitely time to come pick up the Canytuff.
What's the other? Is that Iberis? Is that the Latin name for that? Iberis.
But just
for the gardeners. Oh, Canytuff. Yeah. Candy.
It's easier. So another couple of things that are coming in next week that we haven't had before that are really going to be cool. So one is called Flipside. It's a vitex or chaste tree.
Yeah.
This one's going to be dark purple. Great thing about it, it's a small tree. I think somebody asked a question earlier about small trees. So this one gets between 6 and 8 feet. So
that's a shrub. What are you talking about? It's not a tree.
But it's called the Flipside. I think it's Flipside because the one side of the leaves, I think, is a darker color. Yeah. So it's kind of got that two-tone textured color to it. So interesting out in the yard. It's going to be dark purple.
The standard chaste gets, what is that, like 12, 15 feet? And animals don't eat that again. Again, it's got that two-tone leaf, but to have a dwarf, half size, does it have the same flower?
Summer bloomers. Yes, same flower.
Summer bloomers. Perfect. That was this guy.
And the other one is galactic pink. So I think this is the first time we've carried a pink vitex.
Wow.
Gets about the same height and all that. But
6 feet or 12
6
feet?
6 to 8.
Gotcha. Dwarf again. Pink chaste tree. I never would have thought of a thing. Tell me when one starts to glow in the dark and I'll really be impressed.
Well, you may have to wait a year or two on that one. But I just wanted to let people know as they're coming in because it's kind of a unique new introduction. So definitely something you want to
Do we get very many? I know that's so new. We grab everything we can.
I think we're getting about 20 of each.
Okay, good. Perfect.
So,
that's
yes,
enough,
we should
sort of.
have enough.
It'll run out quick is what'll happen.
Yeah.
So good.
Cool ones that are coming in. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is the selection of cactus that we got in.
Yay! I'm excited too.
We have been searching long and hard and far and wide looking for a good source for cactus. And you think Arizona, oh my gosh, there's got to be cactus everywhere.
Mountain hardy is the hard part. They don't grow up at this altitude.
That's the tricky part, is to find ones that will grow well up here, that we know will grow well in some little microclimates. So we did find a very nice selection.
Hold on, you're talking not in the microphone.
Sorry,
you're grabbing that big old pokey thing. Here, I'll help you. I'm a big, strong man. I'll help you. How can I help you, honey? that's just wrong in so many ways.
Little sexist, but we'll let it go.
Holding up to the camera. You got it.
So this is the Perry Eyes agave. So a nice winter, does wonderful in our cold winters. So this is just one of the agaves that we got in. I think we got maybe 3 or 4 different varieties of agaves in. Perry Eyes probably being one of my favorites.
It grows wild up on the Bradshaws. You'll see clusters of them.
Right.
This also, it's called the century plant. So every century it shoots up this huge flower, gets up like 10, 12 feet tall. Right. Supposedly once every 100 years. That's the name, century plant. We got the Utah Gensis, the one that grows up on the canyon, Grand Canyon area. We've got several hardy, tough. Take any cold, any weather, it's going to produce.
Yeah, so really cool. I was really happy to get those in. We have them in a few different sizes, size containers. We also got some great cactus in that we have not been able to find in a while.
Can I put this down?
No, I just want to see if you can hold it.
It's pokey. If you're watching the vlog, the look at the needles on that baby. Let's see if I get that. The needles on each pad. In fact, I saw a last Christmas, someone had a bigger one of these, and they'd taken a styrofoam Christmas balls, and they decorated their agave and poked the balls on top of the pads. And it was pretty. It's cute.
That's a cool idea.
Cute Southwestern idea. You got to love Arizona.
There you go. So we also found some really cool cactus that we haven't really been able to bring in a while. The hedgehog, or the Claret's cup. Yeah. That's another one that's just natively, you'll find it around here, but we just haven't been able to find a good source for people growing it consistently. So we have some beautiful hedgehogs. They're actually blooming.
Yeah, they
look really pretty. Yeah. So definitely check out the hedgehogs. We got prickly pear, which you're like, prickly pear, but these are beautiful specimens.
New varieties.
And some of them, what's the great big paddle?
That is a dinner plate prickly pear.
Wow.
The pads are the size of dinner plate. It's a zone 8, so it's easily going to grow up to Prescott Valley, Dewey Humboldt, the Verde, down towards Skull Valley, Williamson Valley. Here, I think you could grow it in Prescott direct if you had a nice hot spot. Probably Groom Creek in the higher elevations, Williams, Seligman. Probably not good up there. It might freeze unless you protect it. Be like a barrel cactus. If you can grow a barrel, you can grow this. It's the same. They're companions. Okay. So, but it's a prickly pear. It's
beautiful
on steroids.
It's really neat. Really huge paddles. Yeah. So we got some of those in. Cholla, otherwise known as, I always thought this was a stupid name, but teddy bear cactus.
Yeah.
Because they look fuzzy, but no, you don't want to be giving them a big hug.
Yeah, don't hug a Cholla, but they're funky, interesting. Yes. If you're from the Southwest, you kind of go, it's a Cholla. If you're from anywhere else in the country, going, that is pretty cool. That's pretty neat. The Midwest, those folks, and they're tough. They will take, I've seen Cholla go down to sub-zero, and they still come back and look fantastic.
So definitely got some nice size Chollas in. We also got one of my favorites. It's called a Moroccan Mound. And it's a zone 8 as well, but we've grown it in a container for 3-4 years now.
Maybe longer. I don't know. So long it's full and beautiful.
It's gorgeous. And we just give it a little bit of protection in the wintertime, but I pulled it out a week ago or so out into the main yard where it normally lives. But it's beautiful and doesn't require any care.
Work. Yeah.
I pretty much ignore that plant. Every once in a while, I'll throw water on it. I'm like, I might need some water, so I throw water on it.
I tell you what, I fertilized our Moroccan Mound. This would work for any of those cacti. Give it some of our Flower Power fertilizer, that liquid fertilizer. Put it on there. They went into full yellow bloom.
True,
it was really pretty. So we are out of time. There's lots of cacti. You only touched on them, but outdoor varieties that grow in your yard. If you're looking to add some, make it more Southwest, come visit. So Ken and Lisa Lain, the Mountain Gardeners. Be right back after this.